To create a plan, click the plus button and give it a name. You can create as many plans as you like. You can also duplicate an existing plan if you want to keep the work you've done so far and iterate on any scenario planning. When you create a new post-intervention plan, it takes a snapshot of your current choreo baseline. If at a later stage you update your baseline, any previously created post-intervention plans will not be affected. Any new plans will use the most current version of your baseline. To accurately calculate your BNG unit scores, the post-intervention tool requires each record in your current baseline to have all necessary data recorded against it. Each record must have a geometry associated with it, a habitat and metric habitat type, a strategic significance assigned to it, and a condition assessment score from completing a condition assessment for that habitat. If you see this message when you are trying to create a post-intervention plan, then it means that some of your baseline records are not complete. Go back to your baseline and check that all the correct fields have been filled in. If you have a proposed site plan image to use for reference, you can upload it in the format of a geo-referenced GeoTIFF. To upload it, open the Site Image drop-down and click Import Proposed Site Image. Find the GeoTIFF on your computer and import. You can hide this plan at any time or change its opacity to view the baseline underneath. A georeference tool will be coming in a future release. If you have shapefiles of a pre-existing post-intervention plan, you can upload the geometry straight into your plan from the BNG plan drop-down. There are several different ways you can create geometry for your post-intervention plan. If you're creating a feature from scratch, you can use the map tools to draw polygons, line strings, and trees using point and click or freehand mode. Make sure to turn on snap and overlap avoidance for ease of use when drawing geometry. And to make sure that you have no overlaps or gaps in your plan. When drawing freehand, you can choose how detailed the geometry is by setting the simplification amount in the Map Tools settings. You can retain any individual baseline feature by clicking on the baseline and copying it to your plan. As well as the geometry, this will copy over all feature information, including habitat, custom feature name, condition, and strategic significance. You can also copy your entire baseline into the plan from the baseline drop-down. If you have pre-existing geometry, you can import it in the form of a shapefile from the BNG plan drop-down. You can assign habitat information and attributes to individual or multiple features in one go. To assign or update habitat information for a new or existing feature, select it on the map and open the Habitat menu, where you can browse by broad habitat type or search to quickly find what you need. For a feature to be marked as complete and its units included in the live headline results calculations, you must assign values to all the mandatory fields on the selected habitat, which include habitat, target condition, and strategic significance. For created and enhanced features, you can also choose to advance or delay the enhancement or creation time. Any comments made on the feature will be exported into the comments column in the appropriate tab of the metric. Trees and watercourses have their own custom feature attributes. To edit multiple features of the same geometry type at once, hold down the Control key on a Windows PC or the Command key on a Mac, and click on the features you would like to select. Then you can change habitat attributes in one go. If any of the selected features already have habitat attributes assigned to them, these will be overwritten by your new choices. The Choreo post-intervention tool automatically calculates your BNG units based on each feature's habitat information. By comparing your plan with the baseline, it determines whether a feature is retained, enhanced, or newly created. If a feature runs over multiple baseline habitats, then different areas of the same feature may show as retained, created, or enhanced. Hover over any part of the planned feature to see its comparison with the baseline, including time to target and difficulty for enhancements and creations. With this automatic comparison, there is no need to chop up individual features into subsections to match the baseline geometry. If a creation or uplift is unrealistic, this will be highlighted. Irreplaceable habitats and any trading rule violations are also clearly flagged. Live unit updates can be seen in the headline results, where you can update feature information, condition, area or length, and strategic significance, allowing you to easily and efficiently work out different BNG scenarios in real time. If trading rules are not satisfied, it is flagged in the Trading Summary tab, where it calculates the units you will need to find to satisfy the rules. If your site requires a different percentage to reach biodiversity net gain, this can be set in the plan settings. To view the full feature list, deselect any geometry on the map by clicking on an empty area or use the back button on a selected feature. You will then see all features in your plan organised by geometry type. If you prefer to work on one geometry type at a time, use the quick filters at the top to hide everything else on the map. This makes it easier to work with features like hedges, watercourses, and trees. You can also apply other filters and sort the list by area size and length or habitat name. As a feature can include a mix of retained, enhanced, and created areas, it will appear in the filtered list if any part of it matches the selected intervention type. As Choreo currently does not handle watercourse assessments, the baseline information for watercourses will be missing. To see live comparisons and understand condition change and uplift, you will need to manually enter your watercourse baseline into the post-intervention tool. To do this, create a new plan which contains watercourses. On the baseline map layer, select each watercourse and enter the information you have from your external watercourse assessment. Now, when you copy that watercourse from the baseline to your plan, the condition and encroachment information will be pre-populated onto the feature, and you will be able to experiment with uplift and see unit change in real time. If you have a plan with multiple watercourses, we suggest entering all baseline information and saving this plan to use as a template to duplicate future plans from. In this way, each new plan will have all the watercourse information saved. The Choreo post-intervention tool has different map visualizations built in to help you understand your site at a glance. Switch on the toggle in the top bar to see the metric analysis of this site, which shows colour-coded areas of retention, enhancement, creation and loss. If a created area is contributing towards a breach in trading rules, it will be shown as a crosshatch pattern. As soon as the rules have been satisfied, this will disappear. You can also visualise your site by condition and distinctiveness of habitat, or use the standard UK HAB and metric symbology. If the red line boundary is updated, you can edit this in your plan. Any area of a feature outside the red line will not be included in your metric calculations. When you are happy with your plan, you can export it straight into the metric calculation tool spreadsheet. To export, make sure your plan is saved and choose the macro or non-macro enabled version. The tool will export your full baseline with any areas of retention, enhancement and loss populated. The enhancement tabs filled out with areas of uplift, and the creation tab populated with newly created habitats. If you are working on a site meant for off-site uplift, then you can set your entire site to be off-site in the plan settings. This will change the unit calculations to match the off-site calculations and will populate the off-site part of the metric on export. Though for the time being you will have to enter the spatial risk category manually. You can also export your geometry for use in external tools or use the post-intervention map export to quickly create custom maps. Here are some tips and tricks for quick and easy drawing of features using the mapping tools. Start with a larger shape. This could be your baseline or one you've drawn from scratch, and use the map tools to cut out internal features. The Cut Out and Keep tool cuts out full polygons from inside another one and creates a new feature. Use the Split tool to cut out any shapes from the edge of your existing polygons. Using this tool, you can quickly and easily cut out shapes from within shapes to create multiple features. Hold the Control key on Windows or the Command key on Mac and click on multiple features to add habitat information quickly in one go. To fill in shapes, make sure that overlap avoidance is turned on, then draw around the shape you want to fill. Use Snap to align the edges. If you need to draw a new feature over multiple baselines, draw your polygon, then select any overlapping features and use Clip All to quickly chop the new shape out of your existing polygons. Alternatively, if you decide to add a baseline feature after drawing some geometry, use the Clip All to make sure there are no overlaps. If you're struggling to see the line you're working on, use the Geometry Quick Filter to just see your lines. You can now also easily cut up lines using the Split tool.